Last night, a janitor entered the CEO's private elevator using a secret code. The elevator stopped on a floor that officially doesn't exist. And what he found there could expose everything. The elevator doors slid open slowly. Cold white light spilled into the elevator. For a moment, the janitor didn't move. His hand tightened around the handle of his cleaning cart as he stared into the hallway ahead. This floor looked nothing like the rest of the building. No company logos. No office numbers. Just a long metal corridor stretching into silence. The building had 32 floors. None of them were supposed to be below the lobby. Yet here he was, standing on a level the company denied even existed. He stepped out of the elevator carefully. His footsteps echoed against the polished floor as he pushed the cleaning cart forward. The hidden floor felt abandoned, but not forgotten. The lights still worked. The security cameras still moved. And every door along the hallway was locked. He stopped in front of a heavy metal door. A small keypad glowed beside it. Most janitors would have turned around. But he didn't hesitate. He glanced once down the corridor, then typed a short code into the keypad. The lock clicked. The door opened. Inside was a dark archive room filled with rows of metal filing cabinets and humming computer servers. Dust floated through the air under the dim lights. This place had been closed for years, but someone had kept the systems running. He walked toward a cabinet labeled Archive Records. The drawer slid open with a metallic scrape. Folders shifted inside as he began scanning the labels. Then suddenly he froze. His eyes locked on a name. His own. Slowly he pulled the folder out. Printed across the label were 2 words. Employee file. Restricted. The janitor had come here searching for the company's secrets. But he never expected the secret to be about him. Just as he opened the folder, footsteps echoed in the corridor outside. A flashlight beam swept across the hallway. Voices followed. Security. He quickly shut the drawer and killed the light in the room. The footsteps grew louder. Someone else knew about the hidden floor. And they weren't here to clean it. The janitor slipped behind a row of server towers and opened the folder in the darkness. Inside was an old photograph. He stared at it in disbelief. In the photo, he was standing inside this same building. But he wasn't wearing a janitor uniform. He was wearing a suit. And beside him stood the company's CEO. The picture was dated 10 years ago. Long before he ever started working here as a janitor. His heart pounded. That was impossible. Outside the servers, the guards entered the room. Flashlights swept across the cabinets. One beam passed just inches from where he was hiding. The janitor pressed himself against the wall, holding the photograph tightly. Nothing here but old files, one guard muttered. Still check everything, the other replied. The light moved closer. Closer. Then suddenly a distant alarm beep echoed somewhere down the hallway. The guards turned immediately. Control room, one of them said. They rushed out of the archive room. Silence returned. The janitor slowly stepped out from behind the servers. He looked down at the photograph again. Then he turned the page inside the folder. Behind the photo was a project file. Across the top were 2 words. Project Elevator. Below the title was a list of personnel involved in the project. The first name belonged to the CEO. The second name belonged to him. The hidden floor wasn't just a secret. It was part of something bigger. And somehow, he had been involved in it. Miles above, inside a luxurious office, a wall of security monitors flickered quietly. One screen showed the hidden floor. And on it, the janitor appeared briefly on camera. A man watched the monitor carefully. He leaned forward slowly. So, he murmured, after 10 years. He finally came back. The CEO pressed a button on his desk. Deep below the building, security alarms suddenly activated across the hidden floor. The janitor thought he had discovered a secret, but the truth was far worse. Someone had been waiting for him to return. If you want to uncover what the CEO is hiding, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode. And tell me in the comments, why do you think the company has a secret file on the janitor? Because in the next episode, the CEO begins his search.